Hi, welcome to Team Fortress TV. We're bringing you what could be an interesting game here, depending on how the two teams bring it tonight. We got King's Crew versus Dunk Masters on Snakewater tonight, and both teams have not had the best of seasons thus far. Dunk Masters are currently 1-3 in the league, and King's Crew being 1-4 in the league. This match is very important, in particular, though, for King's Crew in the points department here, especially if they want a chance at making playoffs here. So, yeah, on King's Crew here, we have Jarrett on Demo, Trip on Roamer, Bear on Medic, Sai on Pocket, Sandblast on Combo Scout, Yosh on Flank Scout. And for Dunk Masters here, xattuu, would you like to go down the line here?
Of course, yeah. We got Bull on Demo, Daff and Fruit on Soldiers. We got Pablo and Cap on Scouts, and Logai coming in on Medic.
Yeah. So xattuu, do you have any thoughts on the on this match going forward on both of these teams? Any sort of players maybe to look out for? Anybody who might be worth keeping an eye on during this game?
Of course, I mean, obviously the playmakers, you're looking for Sandblast taking probably upwards of 50% heals from his team. I'm expecting Jarrett and Sandblast to combine for around 80% of heals. But, Sai's always going to be working with that shotgun as well. It's going to be interesting. But for King's Crew, Yosh is their playmaker. He's been the one coming up on Slamper. We love watching those plays. He's going to be one of my go-tos to watch. And over on Dunk Masters, we'll see if Bull can really control the pace of the game with his Demo Man. I'm looking for him to kind of stand out on this team, as well as some initiations from Fruit and Pablo.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment myself as well. I think it should be a pretty good game, and it's going to come down to Bull. And as I say that, we're actually going live here. So on this first mid, let's check out maybe on that Bull camera here. Let's see what's going on for him on these middles. He's going to be integral to see if Dunk Masters have success. So
yeah, let's see. We'll see where we're trying to go on this mid. Bull's going to get there first. He's going to get there way before Jarrett is. He's going to get a lot of damage to lock him out here, as the rest of King's Crew is just arriving. They're playing a super passive. We see very just a lot of passive right now. No one's really going to be the first one. We see who's going to be first to jump here. But both teams are just waiting.
Yeah, they're just waiting, really. Sai commits into the kitchen right now, trying to go for a flank, perhaps. This could open up the King's Crew offense. And here comes Sai, jumping in on the med, gets the shoddy on him. That's really big opener. Trip with the follow-up, and Sandblast and Crew are just bulldozing across the point, and it looks like it's going to be a wipe. Pablo with a sick kill on Sandblast, trying to go for the med, but can't get it. Trip cleans that up. And that was a really slow start to the mid, but that ended very fast.
Yeah, I don't know how Dunk Masters didn't see Sai get into the kitchen there, but he just got in and just killed the medic completely by himself. Like, that should never be allowed to happen. But it just made the entirety of Dunk Masters turn around, and then the rest of the aggression from the soldiers and scout across the point was just perfectly timed, and they cleaned up those kills pretty quickly. We're going to see a sentry gun on the defender's left side as last, as well as a sentry gun, but we'll see on this push. Looks like they're coming in from lower right now on King's Crew.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving into the lower, probably going to be doing a standard top right push here, I believe. Yeah, it looks like Sandblast going in here with the Uber, Jarrett getting flashed. Fruit almost getting caught, barely, no, doesn't escape with his life. Gun down, Fruit dead, Yosh playing cap time, Sai in deep on the med. This is absolute chaos, and kills just going in the favor of King's Crew there. That was really clean from them.
That was easy for them. I don't know why Cap picked up his sentry gun there. Like, right before they were about to push in, he just picked up his gun, and it was building by when they were walking in, and did nothing. Didn't design anything.
Yeah, that's one of those mistakes you have to learn the hard way sometimes. And we're on to the next mid here. Looking at the demos right now, looks like Bull's just trying to deny that staircase there on the left, hitting Sandblast there for a nice sticky. But again, it seems like a slow start. Both teams just setting up positioning here across the map, spread out, really waiting for, I guess, what must be like a very high chance play. Sandblast on the aggression here on the top right, sort of backing off. Again, nobody is really committing to anything. This is such a slow mid. No damage.
See a lot of aggression from King's Crew over their top left side, but again, they just kind of back out, get arrowed again, get healed up. Side guy's really low. He's going to stay alive, though, as it looks like Root is going to go behind as well as a bomb from Daft. They're both going to go into Saw here, and they're going to force out the Ubers. Mid's been going on so long that both mechs are going to get their Uber, and they're going to back out. But there's 2 players behind right now, and it's just Jarrett and his medic alive, and they're just going to clean up. They didn't get any. Oh, Soldier in now.
Oh my god! That's Psy for you. That's what you can always count on. That just raw, pure DM. Always amazing to watch him play.
Yeah, that was super clean. What did you see on that mid? It just looked like King's Crew just got separated by the Soldier Bomb. They didn't know which side they wanted to commit to, and they just when the Ubers came out, the Uber was popped so much earlier.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the Dunkmaster players just were more assertive on the damage they got, and King's Crew just weren't ready for that level of aggression. The double bomb soldier split really just sort of threw a wrench in King's Crew's spam gameplay that they wanted to go for, and so yeah, they kind of just got forced really early, and I mean, that was all she wrote. They overstayed their welcome in that Uber, but here we are with Bear having a marginal ad. I don't know if he's fully aware of it.
He should know. I believe Log Guy got a really long spawn, so they should know that they have this Uber charge advantage. And it looks like they're building right now. It looks like they are trying to already get an edge into Saw here, so I'd expect a dot Uber push, but both Dunkmasters are so far back right now.
Yeah, here comes Psy peeking in right now. He's trying to scope it out, see if it's worth going, but the ad is dwindling as they speak. They really need to be going here, but they're taking their sweet time. Psy's really low. This is going to be a bad trade for King's Crew, I think, if they overcommit to this. A lot of really bad damage. No commitment from anybody. Yosh gets a pick on Daft and Kitchen fighting Fruit now with Trip. That's 2 picks for King's Crew. Maybe this trade is worth going for now. And Psy commits to it. Look at the multiing from Dunkmasters, just from the Psy solo. Again, he's such a strong player with his DM. He's just so dangerous, and I've got to wonder if they'll be able to sort of shut him down at all in this game.
Yeah, that was a really good Uber from Bear inside there. They just kind of walked forward and forced the multi with only Psy pretty much. And they picked up the soldiers on the flank. They're going to be pushing in from lower here on King's Crew, and they get some aggression from Psy Guy already onto Bull, who's going to drop low. He's going to healed up, and Psy's going to have to back out too, so that's going to be the end of the aggression at the moment, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they were just trying to see if they could get in through lower, but Psy's bomb really just didn't do enough there to open up everything for them. So it looks like it's just going to reset and go into a stalemate. xattuu, what do you think King's Crew's options are here into potentially breaking this stalemate?
Well, we're going to see Trip feed. That's what I'm expecting.
Okay, here comes Psy Guy peeking lower.
Here comes Trip.
Trip in, nice just gets obliterated.
Jarrett dies to stickies.
That's really bad.
Stickies
right now,
on window.
Wow, that's crazy. 2 dead right now on the side of King's Crew. On the defensive, here comes what looks like could be a trade. Cap using first here on blue team. Bear counter pops, multing from Bear here, so the Uber's going to be better. And the collapse now in from Dunk. They really need to get out of here, King's Crew, or things could go very, very, very bad. Bear goes down. This is 3 dead. Absolutely crazy right now. Dunkmaster's looking really strong with these Ubers thus far.
Soldiers in on
Trip. Not enough.
Yeah, really good cleanup from Pablo there, and unfortunately Bear trying to back out, walked into a wall, got stuck, and was not able to escape. Rather unfortunate there. Obviously not ideal to back up into a wall there, but we're going to see a 50% Uber advantage here for Dunkmasters on their first attempted push into last coming up shortly. We'll see a gun on Defender's last as well as a sniper. And what are you looking for King's Crew to do here?
Well, King's Crew's only option, and most teams' only option right now in a defensive last hold like this, is to sort of kite away from the Uber and shut down the flank players on the other side of the map. As you can see, they're situated on top of the point here, so they're going to kite across the truck side. And so far, no deaths on the side of King's Crew. The Uber's about to fake point time. Cap very low. 2 picks going off in favor of everybody. Absolute chaos right now. Psy versus Daft. Psy winning that fight, and King's Crew does just barely get out of that with their lives.
Yeah, they I'm not sure. It looked like there was just too much point focus from Dunkmasters. They didn't get the kills that they needed. That were, I don't know if they were free, but they just couldn't clean up on any kills, and they stood on the point and just got nuked by King's Crew. Fortunately though, Log Guy did get out, but he still had a huge disad here. We're gonna see a full Uber charge from King's Crew coming in. Looks like through Saw right now.
Yeah, this is probably something that Sai is a fan of. You know, being obviously a soldier main, Sai's always a favorite of most pockets, and he's coming in through here through the catwalk, cleaning up any sticks and bullying right now, making a lot of space for his team. Dunkmaster's just really respecting the space here, which really they ought to be putting out more pressure there to secure the force. But I guess they just want to give the point up here. Still add in the side of King's Crew, and here they come in through lower xattuu.
Yeah, Logai's gonna get close to Zuber though, but there are King's Crew already in through lower. We see aggression from Trip here. He's gonna try to get onto the medic here, and nice surf. He's gonna stay alive, Logai. And it looks like with that sack, the rest of King Crew is gonna back out. But there is a soldier aggressive inside. I don't think they know about this. Ooh, oh, it looks like Fruit's just gonna back out here. He didn't like what he saw. But yeah, on that mid, you know. Since you got Sai so close in the combo, you know, he's the guy getting the most of the heals. He's going to be walking forward here with these Uber charges. You know they're not going to have that demo bomb, you know, to really catch out your medic in these Ubers. So, yeah, you always have to be aware of that, but, you know, Logai, I think, can afford to play a little bit more aggressive with his heals to give his soldiers buffs further forward to try to get these forces. Like, they didn't even bomb anyone. They just kind of... just backed out and let King's Crew walk in. But we do see a Yosh sniper. Looks like he walked all the way back to spawn to switch. So I'm not sure if Dunkmasters are aware of this yet.
Could be an expectation. And Yosh gets a pick right away on a scout. That's good opening for them there. Trip trying to walk in here, make a little bit of space. They're going to keep working on the sniper. Dap in on the sniper. Kills Sandblast and Yosh. That's an insane bomb. Jared finally shuts down Dap's almost kill streak there, I guess. And it's 2-for-2 trade on both teams right now. So really no openings for either team there, though. Wow.
Yeah, expect Yosh to come back onto Sniper again. As Trip's going into feed right now, he gets what? Insane. The accuracy of Trip's rocket to shoot the railing twice, perfect. You know, didn't get any damage on the medic though, but...
Yeah, that was a rough bomb from him, but, you know, you got to go for it in those situations. I agree with the play there to at least run a sack there when it's a 2-for-2 trade, just because the defenses of Dunkmasters are going to be pretty thin here. But, again, Trip dies. Counter sniper from Pablo it looks like.
Yeah.
So,
and no sniper on Yosh.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this defensive sniper, because if they lose a single player on the side of Dunkmasters, King's Crew can just take a trade. And that sniper is going to really be bad. So I don't know what you think, if you agree with that or not.
I don't agree with Cap being this aggressive when they have one scout, because if they go down Cap, they have a sniper and no scouts. And that's honestly, that's the freest bomb for Trip right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Here he comes.
Yeah, here he is going for the bomb. He hits a good first rocket always, but Logai's got the big surfs. He's a pretty relatively new player. And he's got good surfs, and Dap in for the counter sack. Goes down.
Oh, air shot!
Wow, Sai just takes him out there. And Sai's in now from window here. In from lower peeking, and Sandblast goes for the trade. It's an even trade. Sandblast going deep. He wants more. He's hungry for blood. Pablo down. And the whole Dunkmaster's Uber just gets thrown for a loop as Yosh comes in from behind and gets the med and the soldier. Is Yosh going to get more? No. He's shut down, but the aggression from King's Crew is not stopping. They're hungry for blood. My God, they're salivating at the mouth, xattuu.
Yeah, ooh, look out there. He's got a dodge spice, but yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. You know, Cap was too aggressive in the saw, died, and there were no scouts alive on their side. They just had that sniper, which, you know, when the Ubers are trading, that sniper is not going to be very useful. And it basically that they recognize on the side of King's Crew, and they're like, no scouts, we're pushing. So they get that really nice Uber trade, and Bear's honestly lucky to get away with his life. And then we're going to see another stalemate on last, but... Oh, I'm getting confused. Sorry, Logai was lucky to get out, but Bear's going to have an advantage here. I'm not sure if they are aware of this. I'm not sure
it might
what
be,
happened.
But it could be, you know, running the sniper here, they might just want to slow it down. King's Crew likes to, at times, slow the game down in these sorts of situations, especially when they're up 1-0. There's no harm, no foul in doing a play like that.
This is going to be interesting, though, because the Ubers should, by all means, have been even. So that means Logai isn't building correctly or as efficiently as he should be, or as Bear is, and that's going to be really important to see as the match goes on longer if that comes into be a bigger effect.
Yeah, Cap going down there from Dunkmasters. Uber coming out. It looks like Sandblast wants to trade off the pick, but Sai got completely left out to dry, and Dap just punishes that mistake from Bear and Sandblast, and it ends up just turning into a 1-to-1 pick trade, and no Ubers on either side.
Yeah, that was a super good Uber from Daffodil. He recognized that the Uber was trying to chase after Psy, and Bear was kind of out there by himself, not Ubering anybody, and popped right in, got a frag. That was perfect from him.
Yeah, that was a really good punish there from the Dunkmasters crew. But they're still in this bad spot here on last. You never just want to be sitting on last as long as they have been even thus far. Because, you know, the game is in the court of King's Crew right now.
You can take their time.
Yeah, they can take their time here and just exploit the defenses of Dunk.
Yeah, you know, you got Yosh and you got Pablo sniping, and honestly, as this just goes on for longer, I would expect Yosh to be the one to get the picks here, as he's already really far in, but he is gonna die. As I said, that the Pablo Trip's gonna try to help Yosh, and he's gonna go down as well. 2 down for 0 on the side of King's Crew. They're gonna have to back out. Looks like Dunkmasters are trying to push out here.
Yeah, here they come. Uber coming up from Dunkmasters. Looks like a force. That's really bad Uber from Dunk, even considering the picks. And it looks like Bear and Sai want to go straight in the lobby. I really like this. Let's see if they can coordinate some aggression here. Sai in deep. Sandblast walking in, but they back up. A guy in the back line dealing with Jared here. They get the pick on Daft. 2 picks now for King's Crew. Sandblast peeking through the right shutter. Looks like they're going to start rotating on the left here. Yosh already in. I mean, this should just be really clean from King's Crew unless they mess things up real bad. Sai and
huge
Trip
double
in
bombs.
deep.
Oh
my
Sai
lord.
gets air shots. Sai
A lot
gets
of damage.
destroyed.
Yosh playing the point and Jarrett just piping everything. The whole universe going down. What aggression from King's Crew. This is, wow, just great push there.
Oh, Bull hit a huge air pipe onto Sai Guy there, but it didn't matter. It was a 4v6 fight. You know, you're always going to win those. At least at this level, you're going to win those.
Yeah, here we go again. Jarrett trading stickies with Bull. Nobody really getting the better of that demo v demo fight early on. Jarrett looking like he's just aiming at that top right, trying to get any damage he can. But again, a slow mid, just like last time, but Sai's changing that up with Trip. Jumping in the top right, but Trip goes down. And this is looking grim for King's Crew, but 2 for 2 trade right now. And everybody's kind of split. It looks like King's Crew are trying to stay in with Sai Guy behind here. Yosh pressuring on the left, and Sai recommitting here. So let's see how this goes forward, xattuu.
Yeah, you see, the scout's kind of walking across point, but Yoshi's gonna go down to some stickies. Now just Sai Guy up top, trading with Fruit, and Fruit's gonna get the better of that exchange, and King's Crew's gonna have to back out. I think Sai kind of took a little bit too long to get in there. He was waiting. I don't know, I'm not sure for what, getting health packs or something, but you see Dunkmasters pushing into Saw with a 2-player advantage here. They're kind of
God, a drop from Bear.
Out to dry, though, as he's going to take a lot of damage. He dropped! I didn't even see it! How?
Yeah, drop from Bear there. Cross map pipe from Bull. That was just crazy. That threw the whole defense for a loop there. Sai Guy does get 2 picks to salvage, and Yosh is already on NG.
You got the force too, that's huge.
This is holdable. This is holdable for King's Crew if they play their cards right. But that is the question.
Yeah, I don't think Dunkmasters can push this. It's gonna be even Ubers again. You know, I think Bull just kind of walked forward, and I'm not sure how he stayed alive for so long. He just kind of stood on the train and just killed the medic. Like, I'm not sure why he didn't die there. I know they were that King's Crew was down 2 players, but you can't allow Demo with no help just to walk forward and do that kind of damage to your team. But looks like the Ubers are going to even out, as Lol Guy is going to get his. They aren't building as efficiently as Bear is right now. Bear's been building faster. He's actually getting his Uber before Lol Guy, right about the same time, I guess, despite coming up a couple seconds after. But looks like Dunkmasters think they have an advantage here. Maybe they're going to go sack. It looks like Fruit's going to go sack here.
Yeah, they're working in the sack play here from the right side shutter here. Fruit and Daft peeking. I think they're trying to spam down gun here. Yeah, they're trying to work it in, but the Daft goes down in a very hysterical manner. And Trip on the offense here from lower, trying with the counter sack, getting out through bats here. Gets piped on the entry, and just both roamers from both teams just kind of getting owned there. But such is the life of a roamer.
That was hilarious. Chip waddled through the entire map just to walk into 3 pills. Unlucky. That's we call that unlucky. We have a sniper? Yes, we do have Pablo, I believe, going to sniper. We'll see what he's gonna put. Sandblast is on the sniper as Yosh is on sentry gun duty. What do you think of the sentry gun position?
Let's take a look here. The sentry close to lower, that's a very standard position, I believe, that Froyo sort of popularized. It's good for watching lower and left, as most teams tend to hold top right on this map. So it's a really good position. You have to overcommit players in order to even spam that thing down.
I agree. The only thing I don't like about it, though, is if the soldier can get in, the tracking of the sentry gun, it's a little slow sometimes. It can sometimes launch a soldier directly onto your medic. I prefer the sentry gun on top of this hut, where your medic is, where Bear is kind of standing right here to kind of deny any bombers, because that way the sentry gun will always push the soldier away from a medic as opposed to potentially toward him.
Yeah, there's a teleporter here that we can see that Yosh has made very close to the shutter here. I'm very curious as to how that'll come into play.
Well,
there might be some gimmick gameplay here coming out from King's Crew. Some very sneaky stuff.
I mean, it's Yosh involved. You think there's not going to be some gimmicks? But I don't know. Like, it's like next to the door, like not in front of it. So you have to walk through the door and then step to your left kind of backwards. Which I guess maybe you get launched that way, but you think you'd have it right in front of the shutter door, so when they walk through the door, you can go through the teleport.
Get that telefrag, yeah. I agree 100%. But
instead it's kind of in this weird spot. Maybe he's gonna get a pause. Oh no.
Oh boy. It looks like Sandblast his dot is so close to Pablo's head right now. If you take a look.
Yeah, but look at the
Pablo's
dot
is not as close to Sandblast. This is, but you know,
it's pretty close.
It's very close.
Oh, it's above his head though. You're right.
Yeah, this is precarious for both snipers.
All right. I got $5 on Pablo.
$5 on Pablo?
Yep, he's calling it now.
Oh!
Oh!
And both missed.
Yeah, Sandblast hit the shot, not the headshot. Pause. That was a quick pause. Hopefully it doesn't affect it later in the game, as this was obviously not when they paused in real time. I'm going to retry and reset my HUD.
Oh, Fruit going down there from Sandblast Sniper, but one pick. Let's just see how King's Fruit can even work off of that right now. Trip trying to pressure out for the counter sack.
It's going to be hard with all these outclass. You know, I don't think they want to give up that sentry gun, so I think they're just going to chill. You know, that's not really. Oh, Sandblast is trying to go for the hero shot, gets owned, and we'll see if there's another sack in here from Dunkmasters, as Cap is going to run in. I don't like Cap being that aggressive. He's the only scout on their team. You need that scout as a mech to stay alive sometimes, and I just don't like him running in like that. Kind of. Oh. Pablo walks into stickies.
Yeah, Pablo goes down. There. Trip on the offense and lower, taking a 1v1, wins it with Daff. That's really good. 2 picks here on the side of King's Crew. What is their approach going to be? Sai, I know, likes to take those beast trades, and here he goes.
Yeah, here he comes.
Walking into the cheese area. Walking up pretty much uncontested. He's just walking in. He's doing whatever he pleases. He's the silverback gorilla right now. He's walking in, takes the trade. Bull goes down.
Bull gets dropped.
This is a sick Uber here from King's Crew with the demo down. No back cap in sight here from Dunk, so this is just going to be a bully out off the demo pick. And more kills here. Fruit going down.
As well. That's unlucky.
That's a big mistake, yeah.
Alright, and we hear some crits being shot off by Yosh. He's going to eventually switch off, but we see King's Crew already pushing in the mid here off the pause that just ended. So I guess he's taking a lot of damage at lower, and he's going to live barely as the rest of King's Crew gets aggressive here. Trip kind of bombs forward, tries to make some space. Bull is very low here. They have to be very careful to keep him alive. And so the soldier aggression looks like King's Crew are going to take this just off of their soldiers being on the high ground and not enough health, as Cap doesn't get the message that his team has left him, and he's going to die. As King's Crew's going to continue to push in the lower.
Yeah, King's Crew on the offensive here in lower. Very marginal ad from Bear, but I don't think he's fully aware of it. They're still pushing on the 2 picks, though. And Dunk needs to get the hell out of there. Otherwise, this could get very grim very fast. Sandblast wants blood. He's hungry. Here he comes, going into Bull. Is he still going to take it? No, he's rotating through the top left. He's going through the free door right now. Sai and Trip getting buffed up. They're going to double bomb here. This is going to be epic. Here they come. Double bomb in deep. Trip commits for the bomb, but doesn't get anything. And this should be a, King's Crew backing out there down 2. And Dunk should be on the offensive here. Cap going down there, and
yeah, that's gonna cancel the push with this feed to the sticky trap. Looks like we're just gonna stalemate for a little bit, I guess. Nothing really happened. No off classes right now on either side. I would expect Trip Trip turned to donate his life again soon. Once, Sandblast is the first one to feed.
Oh,
As
both
well as
scouts
Yosh.
down from King's Crew. That's not a good thing for them, and Dunk should be pushing out on this. This should be a really easy push out with no scouts. They just need to take advantage of that, get their soldiers in, because nothing can deny them. And here comes Fruit. Oh, they use early, though, off this, and Fruit gets dropped by Trip. Trip also gets capped. Wow, Trip. Sax might not be doing the best there, but he does manage to get a bit of salvage there with that
That
Uber.
was a huge mistake from Lolguy, not flashing his soldier and not following his scout. That was probably one of the worst Ubers you could have done there.
Yeah, now full ad coming in here from Jarrett, sticking out the top right side, jumping in deep left, trying to make space for his team. So much damage, Lolguy down, and Sai is just creating so much chaos. Strip on the follow-up here, and this is just falling apart for Dunkmasters, all from that one mistake from Lolguy.
Yeah, that was you say that's a one mistake, that was a huge mistake. That was just not, that wasn't acceptable. You're playing at this level, you need to, you just need to flash a soldier. It's not even like it was something super technical, just left click him. I'm not sure what happened there, what miscommunication, I know it can be hard sometimes, if there's stickies, two people walk through the door, stickies get dead, you drop someone, but that was just a soldier bombed and just Fruit just died, into a couple rockets. It wasn't anything fancy.
Yeah, not only that, Cap just went down as well. Lolguy leaving fairly early, and that's just 2 picks dead and full ad for King's Crew. I mean, what can you do in that situation defensively? There's not a lot of options. Those kinds of mistakes on second are just brutal.
Yeah, I wasn't really so sure about that push out there to begin with, especially once you don't have the scouts, but it just didn't look like they knew what they were going to do there. They're just like, yeah, we're just going to use the Uber since we have a player ad, and they didn't really have a plan after that. They tried to bomb the soldier in, but obviously that didn't work out, and I felt like nobody else was really communicating as to what was going on. I'd be interested to hear who's been main calling on Dunkmasters, because that push just looked so disjointed from so many different angles.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. So yeah, we are here 3-0 at the half. King's Crew's looking quite strong compared to how they've been playing throughout most of the season. Perhaps it may be the Dark Mario avatars. I'm not too sure, but yeah, they're definitely improving their performance. And Dunk, I mean, they're going through they just went through quite a few roster issues somewhat recently, I believe, right? Some roster change or something like that, and so. Yeah, maybe that's playing a role in maybe their lack of consistency as a team.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking a look at the logs real quick. I mean, it looks pretty even across the board, sorting by the damage. These Psy guys putting up the big numbers, not as many kills, but he's got the top damage over Bull and Daff. And Sandboss is up there as well as the highest scout damaging. Who took the most heals? 28% by Psy guy. That's pretty fat, as well as Bull, with the most heals on his team. Those are the two players that are making the most impact right now on their respective teams.
100%. I mean, Bull and Psy Guy are frankly the DM powerhouses of their respective teams. You can always count on both of those players when they need to hit a shot, like the drop on Barrett in the first half there from Bull, just that cross map pipe. I mean, that was a sick pipe, just dropping Bear. If I was Bear, I wouldn't have expected that. And it just drops and goes down. Sai with the shotgun too, getting some really key picks on Lolguy after Bear goes down. So these guys are DM powerhouses. But I do know that Sai has also sort of been evolving as a player with main calling a little more, I believe. And that might also be why the team is revolving a bit more around him with the heals and all that other stuff.
He's in every decision, he's the one calling, like, walk with me, guys. Like, I'm the one walking forward. I'm the one making the decisions. You're coming with me whether you like it or not. He's got Bear in tow. They're going places. Another thing that I'm seeing is Yosh has about 6 more kills than anybody else in the server right now, and only 8 deaths to 18 frags. He's putting up the numbers right now.
Yeah, that's Yosh for you. I mean, he's a really fierce scout. His DM is really, really good, and he's so sneaky too. He can get behind and just pop off with those, with 1, 2, sometimes even 3 kills just out of the blue when nobody expects it. So doesn't surprise me that he's putting up a good stat line. But I think xattuu, what do you think Dunkmasters need to do here to sort of get out of whatever rut they're in this match?
I don't know. I feel like their scouts, you know, Cap and Pablo are just. I feel like they're just somewhat disconnected right now from Guy. I don't know if it has anything to do with Guy or with the scouts, but you know, a couple times, like I've been saying, you know, they've had the sniper, they've had the scout, just feed during that time, and that's just something you can't let happen. And then their Ubers have not been looking good. About 10 seconds longer to build an Uber charge on average, which is not good. Anyway, on to this mid.
Yeah, here we go. Another mid here on Snakewater. Sides have been not swapped, I believe. Bull trading damage with Jarrett. A lot of pressure on Jarrett right now from Dunkmasters. Again, these same spammy mids. Nobody's changing it up. The trip goes in deep now. Sai following up, and Cap goes down to Sai. And it looks like Yosh is in deep in the aggression from King's Crew here. Oh my god, what a double bomb there from Fruit and Daft to pick up Sai. Sandblast in deep, overextending, dying, and it's a 3v4 right now, and King's Crew are going to have to back up. Fruit looks like he wants more. No, he's going to back off, and it's just going to slow down. Oh, here they come, going through lower, xattuu.
Yeah, already pushing in. That was a, yeah, looks like we're already into this fight. 3v3 right now. The spawns are closer for King's Crew, and there's no scouts right now in on the side of Dunkmaster. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but Fruit's just gonna bomb in, take this opportunity, and not really do much. He's gonna die. I mean, you take any advantage you can get. You know, I thought they're gonna try to push him. I wasn't really too sure about that, but they just fed a soldier. Now it's Trip's turn to feed. He's gonna peek in lower as looks like King's Crew just gonna push with this. They're gonna solo onto Saigai as Bear gets launched into the skybox. This is not good, but he does manage to survive and keep everyone alive, except for Yosh.
Yeah, this Uber play, I'm not sure I agree with it from King's Crew. It could really mess them up, and Bear getting juggled there throws everything for a loop. Dunkmaster wants more here. Trip jumping in, Pablo going down to Sandblast, but then it turns into a trade here. The soldiers from Dunk pressuring out King's Crew right now. Jarrett doing the best he can to slow them down.
He lives.
And they're just going to have to back up here. Second going straight to Dunk there. So, wow, that Uber trade there. I mean, for both teams, when the Uber trade, the aggro Uber trades go off and they don't go their way, I mean, you lose points off of that. It's dangerous.
Yeah, the King's Crew got very lucky that Bear was able to land and flash Saigai and Sandblast to get himself out of there. That was not looking good. He hit the skybox off of those couple of stickies, so that was a scary situation there, but they did manage to make it work. I mean, at least to keep Bear alive. They did end up losing the point, though. We're going to see a sniper here from Sandblast, and we're probably going to see Daffodil feed soon as he gets body shot, and this bomb is not going anywhere as Pablo also feeds from lower, and we're going to see Trip do something here. Let's see, what are we looking at?
Yeah, he's peeking from lower. Doesn't look like he really wants to commit on anything. Here he comes, going behind, and then faking it and going back in on the med, but he can't connect the rockets. Good play attempt, and then Sandblast goes down too. I'm not sure how that happened. But
he was trying to peek aggressive and walked into some stickies, which is not ideal. But it looks like, are we trying to push through Shutter here with this 2-pick ad, or they're just trying to spam the gun?
It looks like some pressure here from the right side. Still 2 picks on the side of King's Crew. Dunkmaster should be getting aggro here, trying to make something of it. But looks like they're just going to do nothing.
Yeah, it's really hard to get spam onto the sentry gun. You know, I think on Process you can. There's so many different doors, but here there's really only 3 that you can. I guess 4 if you count Shutter and Drop Down as 2 different doors, but you know, it's so easy for a Demoman to just lock down one while the rest of your team's looking at the other one, so it's so hard to spam down this gun. We're seeing some aggression on the defender's right side as Bull gets headshot! That's huge.
Yeah, that's a big shot there from Sandblast.
Shoots it lower on the medic!
Oh, here that he is,
out,
and he doesn't get the force here. Bear really low upper. As Sai is trying to peek out, the HP on King's Crew just gets obliterated during that push attempt, so they can't even commit on that.
Yeah, they're gonna back out. Did he get pilled or something? Oh no, because Bull's dead. He just got spammed out. Yeah. It's gonna reset here. Looks like, I don't know. I feel like Dunkmasters are just waiting for something to happen, as that's gonna walk in and kill Sandblast and then jump around a little bit. So I guess he got a trade off of that kill, so maybe someone else can sack. But I just feel like the sack attempts and the push attempts from
Trip at a 1v1 lower gets the pick on Fruit though. That's going to be an opening here, as you can see that Sai's trying to maneuver right, but he's rotating lower. He might get, okay, he's rotating lower up in the lobby. He's probably going to maybe take a trade here, but the player that died is already up. And yeah, he decides against it. So very slow play here on this last. I mean, nobody wants to make a grave mistake that costs them a round, or for Dunk Masters, perhaps maybe a couple points. So everybody's being really patient, but the onus is on Dunk Masters to sort of break this defense so they can get rounds on the board. And Daft peeking deep on Trip. Trip manages to barely survive. Cap going down. And again, one pick on the side of Dunk. Dead.
Yeah, that's Cap's down. We'll see Trip peeking in lower. He's just gonna cancel that. We haven't seen any. It's been 4 minutes almost. We haven't seen any off classes here from Dunkmaster. We just haven't really seen anything really from them. They've been spamming in. They've kind of walked the soldier in one at a time. You know, no double sacks, no sniping attempts. We see a scout come back up on the side of Cap. They're just kind of like, I don't know. They're just waiting. I feel like they're expecting something to happen as Daft gets domed from a really aggressive sniper from Sandblast.
And Sandblast going for a deep play here, potentially. Peeking from Bats, misses his shot. Still peeking deep, though. Sandblast is going crazy right now. And he does go down. That was pretty wild there. Spy on Daft, by the way, on the respawn. So let's see how this goes. Fruit does go down to Stickies. Nobody's going to do anything. This Spy is going to dictate perhaps this round here. Let's take a look. He's going in through lower.
Oh, there's a Spy on Sandblast as well.
Oh, is he checking? Sandblast could be checking. No, Sandblast is committing.
Oh, they
There's
walk by each
two
other.
spies on both teams. They walk past each other. Daft in on last. Just getting in for
it.
Right,
I'm gonna watch Sandblast. I'm gonna watch. You watch Daft.
All right, we got.
Sandblast is jumping on top of the box right now. Who's goes behind?
Nobody's committing for anything right now.
Sandblast is in a really good spot right now.
Pablo down. Sandblast decloaking.
He's gonna walk forward. He's gonna get.
Oh, he's been spotted. They know.
Wait, no. Wait, do they know? Wait a minute. What?
Whoa.
Log guy shot a bow at him. Does he know? They don't know.
What the? He misses everything.
They didn't know.
And it doesn't amount to anything, but they actually did not react to him. What the?
I think Log guy was just trying to heal that. They heal Sandblast. He didn't. He didn't realize.
An arrow, buddy.
Here comes that. Oh.
Daft going down. Neither spy coming to anything. This is yeah, well.
Alright, well that was the most excitement we've had in the last 10 minutes, so let's see what we can do. Trip's gonna spam some rockets. Sandblast is gonna run into a pipe. And Saga is also gonna look out a window. So nothing really happening here, as we're gonna see both soldiers respawn from the side of Dunk Masters, as we have a sniper from Pablo. Alright, we'll see if we can work anything here. And a sniper again from Sandblast. So we're gonna see another Pablo versus Sandblast. Sniper battle here. They're gonna look at each other, and Pablo's gonna eat a body shot as Fruit eats a headshot. But both these players are gonna get healed up from the crossbow unlock.
Oh, Pablo going down there. Sandblast deep on Cap. Cap over.
Caps can't
sniper pick, and he almost dies.
Ooh, he got lucky.
Barely gets away there, and Sandblast with a nice shot on a Fruit. He's going for more and does die. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Sai taking
Chips
a 1v1 here
he's gonna
with
die
Daffodil.
too.
And yeah, it looks like they're just gonna back off. Here's the thing, Xattuu. King's Crew is pretty happy to chill on last at this point. They're up 3 rounds. They don't need to make bold moves. But Dunk here with the desperation trade here off the 2 picks here to see if maybe they can make something happen. But nothing comes of it, and Sai's got a slightly better Uber, but he can't overchase there. Too many players in lobby for him.
That was a huge, from both staying alive there, but they got nothing. They didn't get the gun. They didn't get anything. Just traded out the Uber charges, and now we're gonna wait a couple. Oh, big teleporter frag here from Cactus Wactus. That's
yeah, that shut down the entire King's Crew defense there. No telly. Fruit and company coming in top right here of last, and Fruit deep kills Sandblast, but that's 2-for-1 trade
both
there.
Deeps too, though.
Yeah, demo down. This should be free for Saga. Look at him go. He's walking up. He's getting through the bats here. Daft trying to shut him down. Sai wants his teammates through. I can tell. Trip in through lower. Jumping in now, just sort of making space for his team, but he's not getting any support. The scouts are just chipping him down. Poor Trip there. He just
that was a
left to dry. Very confusing push from King's Crew there.
Yeah, that was a classic jump a unbuffed soldier into 2 scouts. Yeah, I'm not sure how I felt about that, but looks like we're gonna see some aggression in from the Bull gets sniped though.
Oh man, that's another pick on the demo.
So
Uber's so much better for Sai here. He's going deep. but is he going to get anything with it? Let's see. He's got his eyes on the med. He wants Law Guy, but he can't get anything, and he's just going to get collapsed on. Oh my god, HP so low on Dunk. If Sai had a second player there, that Uber could have been 4 deaths on the side of Dunk Masters, but he was taking a solo, and he couldn't do it all. So here we go, Sai down. Very marginal ad, actually non-existent ad from Bear, so even Ubers on both sides. Looks like a dry push coming in here from Gap, but he's so low, and Trip's going to commit for the kill.
Nice bow, and he's going to go down. So that's another feed, but
another
we got
reset.
2 minutes left. Yeah, we got 2 minutes left on the round timer. So 2 minutes left until we get reset to another mid fight here. Sandblast is going to go feed. What do you think this teleport is for? It's underneath the stairs.
Underneath the stairs.
What's going on here?
I think, where's the entrance? What I think Yo should be doing here with that teleporter, you know, I think when they push, he should pick up his gun, take his teleporter, take the exit, and then reset it lower, just for the mind game there.
Ooh, they get
the gun does go down, but he's resetting it.
Yeah. I think you should have the teleporters the other way, so you can teleport onto the point to block the point, right?
Yeah, you know what? That might be a very good idea. Daft goes down, Pablo going down. 1
Double
minute,
sack.
9
really
seconds left
here.
in the round timer. Sai
takes
the Uber. Trade coming out. And
I don't
Sai's
like
just
this is
dominating on the box. He's looking down at
Bear's
Bear.
caught out.
Oh my god, yeah, Bear just drops down on the floor.
What
a misplay there.
What are they doing?
What a misplay. Wow. That Uber looked really good there from King's Crew, but Bear just sort of mispositions himself and gets juggled. Jarrett's out by himself, dies. I think there might be a case of boredom here, maybe on both teams.
What was that?
I am so confused here. Dunk walking in, takes the gun down. Bull going down to
the revenge crits.
And Dav taking outside. Sandblast with a headshot. These frags are just out of this world. 28 seconds here for anybody to cap anything. And it looks like it might not happen.
How did they let that happen? They killed the gun and they just sat there and just let Kings look at them and shoot them. Like, what?
I am baffled, xattuu. I am baffled. I can tell you that much.
I don't understand how Dunkmasters did not get that. That was the freest round that they've had. Like,
yeah, it's a round reset here.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't think I'd ever see that.
I'm upset, and I'm not even playing.
In a while, so we're here going for another mid.
All right, so we were forced to watch that. I don't know what that was. That was terrible. All right, next mid. Let's go.
Yeah, here we go. Jarrett going to mid. Bull quite a bit faster, and Jarrett's eating stickies from Bull, losing the demo trade here on damage. So Jarrett's going to need to be healed up here just to be competitive on this mid. And again, both teams playing these relatively defensive, slow mids. Let's see who's the first to aggress, and it looks like it's going to be Trip and Sai. Landing deep. Sai on Law Guy, Trip on Bull. Bull does go down, and Fruit bleeds out somehow. One soldier behind right now of Daffodil committing onto the med here. Bear might go down, and yes, he does. A collapse here from Dunk Masters. Really good pincer maneuver there.
Keep Low Guy
Sandblast the only one alive, and I don't think there's anything he can do. And he's hiding right now, above lower. Will he do anything? No, he's spotted. And wow, that was a really good pincer maneuver there from Dunk Masters.
Just feeds. He's trying to chase out Sandblast and just feeds. Oh, huge bomb in here from Sai Guy. But Low Guy's gonna stay alive.
Wow, lives with 50 HP. That's so important here. This could be a round here for Dunk Masters. This could be what they need in order to shift the momentum into their favor. So we shall see if they can pull out the last push here. Let's see where they're going.
Looks like they're gonna walk in through lower here. The demo bomb in. They know the gun is there. It's been a gun every single last hold. Gun dies immediately. There's stickies all over points. So they're gonna go for kills here. Ooh, Jarrett's really caught up, but he uses the Banning Bite to stay alive and spawn. And there's no kills except for Sandblast here. I'm not sure how I feel about this Uber. Oh, they're all clumped up on the left here from Dunk Masters. They're just gonna bound and just lose.
Wow, that
Kings just stood on the high ground. They didn't have any high ground control inside of Dunk Masters, and now it's just Law Guy running away from a scout. Is he gonna be able to kept alive here from his team? No.
And that's gonna be ad on Bear's respawn here. Bear did die from a crazy cross-map pipe once again from Bull there. I want to point that out. Again, that guy is always hitting those mad pipes. But here comes Tav dying to Jarrett Trap, and it's a 1-for-1. It looks like gonna be roughly a 15 ad on Bear. He's not healing right now. And they're pushing on the Daft pick, it looks like. Peeking Saw right now.
Oh, they're already through. Why? They're just letting them walk in. Why
Yeah,
are we
Dunk's
just
not ready for this push. Sandblast trying to lead the charge here. Bear's just sitting back, waiting. The pressure's coming onto them here.
Oh,
Fruit goes down with Trip also going down, and Sai's really low, has to get out. Logeye also really low though, and Dap committing. Does go down. Jarrett a little bit left to dry here on the left. Frag's just going on both sides. 3 for 3 on deaths right now.
Yeah, Logeye hit a huge bow on the Bull here. It's going to keep him in this fight. And Bull's going to walk forward, kill Sandblast, and probably kill Jarrett here. Jarrett pipes down Pablo, but looks like Bear's just going to leave with his life here. That's all you can really ask for out of that fight. As we're going to see some aggression and lower from Dunkmasters with their demo man, but also some aggression from into Saw. But now that they know that they're in lower here, we're going to see
Trip on the med right now.
Or Trip
trying to make a play. He's fighting Bull. Bull's just surfing everywhere. Poor Trip there. He just couldn't connect the rockets there, and it looks like nobody gets forced here, even though both soldiers committed.
Yeah, that was. We see a lot of attempts to push out these little player advantages for Dunkmasters, but I almost never see a scout with Logeye, as Daffodil gets absolutely owned. Doesn't even touch the ground. And
you have
Fruit
Spy
from
yeah.
Fruit. Yeah. Where is he?
Going in the kitchen, it looks like. Ooh, Yosh might have heard that. No, it doesn't look like he did.
A push already
Fruit
from Side Guy.
Is in a position as Kingscrew is pushing into mid at the same time. Uber trade does go off, but Fruit's coming in behind here. Nobody knows yet. Fruit gets Jarrett. Oh my god, he might even get Bear. Oh no, it does not, and Fruit does go down eventually. Jarrett and Yosh down though too. So this is not good for Kingscrew. They do need to back up. Wow, that key pick on Jarrett there actually stop that push from Kingscrew. And there's now a counter push coming in from Dunkmasters. Bull jumping in from lower on the second, doing what he can to bully out. Bear's leaving lower by himself. He's piped. He might be caught out. No, he barely gets out. Oh my god. But 2 picks down for the soldiers on Kingscrew. Jarrett's super low. This is looking grim. If Dunk go fast enough, they could totally end this round right now. Cap leading the charge.
Becomes a big
Dap in deep, jumping. Connecting rockets with Jarrett and Yosh, and both scouts on point. Everything's chaos on point, and Bull cleans it up with the Bull.
Nice. Finally they learned to stand on the point. That was perfect. Well done. They get the damage on Jarrett, force him to death, and just stand on the point, force the Kingscrew to the point, and that's going to be tough for Kingscrew. They know they're trying to get the 5-0. We'll see what happens on this mid.
Yeah, 3-1 right now. Bull seemingly just putting out pressure on that left hut side here on demo here, hitting Sai right now. That's really good to get some sticks on Sai, and it just seems like, again, these slow mids, we'll see what happens from both
right
teams.
Now I'm just kind of watching this ball trade between Yosh and Pablo. They both have sent 2 balls across midpoint.
Oh, another one.
Here's another one. Here comes Yosh. Nope.
Yeah, the scouts are just edging the top of the point right now. Trip commits in the kitchen though, trying to fight Fruit, and he does get all the way behind. Sandblast aggressive. Fruit just cleans up Trip there. I mean, not a really good offensive play there.
Dunkmasters is so weak. But they're walking forward. Jarrett's just walking across. Bolt's just walking across the point.
Oh no, Jarrett gets caught. Cap does go down, but this is not really. I mean, I got to be honest with you. This does not seem like good play from both teams. But as I say that, Dunk want more off those 2 picks. They're taking a trade, but so many players are involved in it. This is definitely a favorable trade for Sai here because of the multi from Logeye there. Sai is committing deep here. He wants that Pablo kill, but he's not going to get it. But Bull does go down. Daff in on fire, hits a nutty air shot. Wow.
Oh my god, Daff in from the flank just... That was a nice serve from Bear, but he just gets skyboxed by Daff. Oh my god.
Wow, that was a awesome sick shot, and that's going to give Logeye some ad there. So we'll see what Kingscrew does for their second defense here, if they're even going to peek it. It looks like they are setting up a little bit for it. Running a sniper on the second defense. We'll see how this goes.
I just heard from on high that Looster missed the air shot. Can we get some camera tours in chat? We're going to see a sniper here from Yosh. He's going to snipe down Bull. Just going to go in and feed for the medic. He's not going to get anything. The sniper's so aggressive here, but Yosh is going to die. And now we have only a 20% Uber advantage. What is Logeye doing? He's not building Ubers at all.
But they're in through lower before Ubers go off, which is pretty smart from them on 2 picks here. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Sai exerting a lot of pressure and damage, though. And this could get very grim here, but they do collect the Sai pick. Uber going off now. Bear is close. He might be able to get it if they can hold defensively here long enough. Jarrett going down and 2 for 2 on point here. Now both scouts on point. Bear, 98, 99, 100. He pops on Sandblast. Sandblast solo versus 2. This should be pretty clean for Sandblast, barring some
He's got
beef.
nothing loaded.
Okay, Bull does go down, and I think they should be able to chase the meta.
Logai's just running out by himself. Looks like he's actually going to get out.
Yeah, he does get out, meets up with his soldiers here. Bull is still dead, and Kingscrew are down 2 players. They should not be pushing this Kingscrew, but they are. I don't agree with this push, but they might be able to do enough damage and bullying that it won't matter, but Sai does go down. They're gonna have to leave here. They're gonna all go down.
Oh, Jarrett's so caught out here.
Kills Jarrett. Bear goes down. Oh my god, the double bomb there from Fruit and Daft just sort of messed up everything about Kingscrew. What a big mistake from Kingscrew pushing out there. I don't think any of them had hit tab during that push, and Doug was trying to close the round.
Yosh with the back cap!
Oh,
he loses to Daft though.
That saves. Oh! Sai kills Lol guy there.
They have such good advantage, they just throw him away. I don't get it. Jungle Masters, what are you doing?
Oh, nobody's looking for that Yosh play there. And wow, here comes Sai guy that actually just doesn't stop right now. No time for pause. Sai pressuring out Daft. And yeah, no cap here from blue team. So Kingscrew holds second point, and they do have an ad here because of that Sai shoddy pick on Lol guy. That was just wow. That was wild.
I mean, that's just another advantage that you know, round winning advantage that Jungle Masters just thrown away. I don't know, like. Kingscrew's overstayed their welcome so long by trying to cap that point. We see some aggression here. Both soldiers
double bombs in.
Try to do a both
soldiers behind, spamming. Sandblast got his work cut out for him, and he does go down because of it. Daft just exerting so much pressure here. Yosh trying to get equalize the picks here, but he's not getting anything. And an Uber does come out. It is ad. They know it's ad. Yosh is going forward. Does get Lol guy. They need to reset on point here and deal with these players behind. And Yosh going for Pablo. Bear needs to be so careful here. He's gonna go down. He's Jarrett with a nice pipe. And Bears just does not want to die here, as you can see. He's backing up. He's like, I just want to keep my ad. Let's not throw this stuff away here.
Yeah, they do get the cap, though, on Jungle Masters, so... Oh, Sandblast blocks in the stickies. But looks like Kingscrew's going to cancel the push after Sandblast goes down. They're just going to try to play off this man. You know what? I like this play. They'd rather not lose the round, so they're just going to go back, hang out on last, and then we're going to reset here. They have the advantage. I'd be surprised if they try to push with this ad, and they're just probably just gonna wait. You know, they already lost one round. There's no real. They're still up 3-1. There's no real reason for them to pressure this right now.
Yeah,
so
7 minutes and 50 left in the half here. So I mean, I hope it doesn't close out in a 3-1. But if they want it to close out like that, they can. But here, no, they're coming with the ad. They're coming in with the ad. Sai taking that bat. Uber, he pops through, gets juggled. This is not looking good to start off with, but Daft might go down here. He does. That could be the entry they need in order to secure a defensive foothold here on second. But Bull and company are already trying to recommit here with their full Uber. Bull jumping in deep. Going beast mode, so much damage on the Bear, and follow up there from Cap, and Trip's gonna get caught out here. That's 2 picks down, no heals on the side. Yosh and Sandblast are caught out behind, but holy crap, Yosh just gets 2 picks out of nowhere. Sai in deep, trying to get more. Jarrett with a nice pipe, but he's the last guy alive, and
Logai? Hello?
Oh my.
What was that?
Daft going straight to point. Bear's the only guy that can stop him, and he can't. And that's around 3-2 now.
Yeah, Logai was trying his hardest to throw that away right there by feeding himself to the demo man, but fortunately his team does end up pulling it out, and we're gonna go on to our, what is it, 6th lead now?
Yeah, yeah. 3-2 here. Here we go.
We did have the round reset, but...
And Jarrett again trading. Let's see if anybody changes their mid. It seems nobody's really changed their mid. They're just all content to really sit back and play here. We can see Trip on the left-hand side here. Yosh playing relatively defensive. Everybody's waiting for some kind of damage, I guess, to go off of Sai leading the charge here. He's had enough. He's going in, but doesn't do enough damage to make anything of it. And both soldiers from the side of Kingscrew feed, basically, with dominations coming out there for Pablo on both of them.
Oh no, as Kingscrew throwing this away. They're up by 3, now they're only up by 2, and then and the Jungle Master just knocking on the door right now again. Capturing second here. This is going to be 3 for them. Hope they act faster than they have in the last 2 rounds, because it took them so long to even get any aggression. We see Fruit coming in already. He's going to get one rocket onto Bear, but he's just going to get bleeded immediately. And now we're going to see Sandblast on the engineer and Yosh on the sniper now.
Yeah, Yosh is a fierce sniper himself. It's where he came from. Those are his roots. So let's see if he can put that to fruition here. Peeking up in the top right. Daff showing his head. Yosh can't connect there. Yosh wants more, though. He says, you know what? Well, the ball deters him. Taste of his own medicine, perhaps.
Yeah. No off classes yet from Dunkmaster. We're probably going to see another fruit feed in just a moment. Yosh is just so aggressive here.
They just want to take the Uber. Yosh does get dropped. Sai with a solo. Sai needs a player in these Ubers. He cannot chase out with these Ubers if he doesn't get a player. Nobody can come with him, and he
has no
does.
Scouts.
Yeah, nobody with him. Daff goes down on the left. Dunk trying to shove through the shutter. Fruit in, but they never got rid of the gun, and the gun's just going to completely stop that push. But again, I can't emphasize enough, xattuu. Sai keeps getting these great counter pops. Like, his Ubers are so much better, but he doesn't have a second player with him. It's very difficult to punish if you're taking a solo Uber into 6 players in a tight, enclosed environment as a soldier. I know from first-hand experience.
Yeah, you know, it's. I mean, but he's got 1 scout on engineer, 1 scout on sniper, and he's got who's gonna chase with him? Jarrett? Jarrett's got stickies on the door so that Dunkmasters can't just walk through, and Trips on the other side of the map. It's literally just him and the medic over there. I mean, I guess you could kind of have Sandblast walk forward with his Frontier Justice, but that's about it. We see an Uber already in, and Bull's gonna go really aggressive here. Bull's gonna get, Bull gets saved, but he's gonna go down here. Oh, he does jump out. That's huge.
Yeah, just looks like an even trade again. Yeah, you're right with that in that regard, where Sai doesn't just really have even the classes to help him, and he might go down here. He does go down. Dry, the gun's still up here though. Sandblast doing his best to repair it, and it just looks like a lot of pressure in from the Dunkmasters team, and it's looking like King's Crew are getting sort of funneled into a corner here. Trips so low, he might go down as well. Daff creating so much chaos in the back line. Bear gets a saw, but it's not going to be enough to get an Uber here. They need to salvage this. So much pressure on point. Can Sai clutch it out? Can he do it? And he does.
Bear gets. Oh my god.
Sai doing what he can.
I hate to say it, but LOL guy, man, you gotta hit those arrows. You can't put your metagun away and miss arrows. That's huge. This Bear's been hitting those arrows. He's hitting the saws, and he's keeping his team in this. LOL guy, you gotta step up and hit these arrows. Otherwise, your team's you're just not gonna win these close fights. It comes down to that little health.
100%, I agree with you on that one. And it is a full ad here from King's Crew. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Dunkmasters are pretty close here. It's like they expect King's Crew to not push out at all, but looks like, but knowing Sai is the one that uses Uber.
He's peeking. Like he wants something. He's trying to see if they're close, it looks like, and he's seeing the med so passive. He's not going to do it, but Cap does go down. This might spur a push here. Sai is walking in here. He needs a scout with him. He can't be taking these Ubers without a scout. He needs a second player. And instead, they just peek Yosh deep and decide to back off. I mean, they are ahead 1 round. I don't agree. I do not agree with what they're doing right now. This could go to a golden cap situation if Dunkmasters can close a round out relatively quickly here. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, we're gonna see them spamming lower, trying to get this gun out. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, I know some say you shouldn't even try to push out a last just in case something goes wrong, but it's way easier to not lose last if you have second point. So. And especially with that large of an Uber advantage, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna see no off classes from Cactus Wactus after he's respawning.
Trade coming out here. Looks like Bull trying to pop it. He gets so juggled. This Uber is really, really not good. And if Bear doesn't get forced here, I mean, King's Crew can just play the clock. They can just play the clock. Pablo goes down and 2 picks down from Dunk. Bull trying to do what he can. Bear does force though, but they're losing so many players for it that it doesn't even matter. I mean, King's Crew are just going to get second. They're just going to get second. I think what we're seeing right now might be the end of this game unless Dunkmasters pull off the sickest dry of their lives.
Yeah, that's called a desperation. Oh, huge ball from Yosh, connected on a low guy from lower. Finally, somebody's hitting a ball, and we're gonna see a dry push here.
Yeah, 1 minute here. Daff jumping in deep.
They do have a 20% Uber ad.
Jarrett's so low. So's Bear. Oh my God, Bull and company might be doing it. 2 dead, 3 dead. Oh my God, this is going in the favor of Dunkmasters. Trip just goes down. Bull pipes him. Sandblast behind, not able to do anything. It's all gonna come down to Side Guy. I think this is gonna. Oh my God, they got the round.
No way.
They got the round. That was just crazy.
What were the Kings here doing? They just like, they were like, yeah, it's okay. We'll just let him hang out there. No big deal. Like, just let him walk in lower. And then Bear has no idea what's going on. He's all the way forward on the point. He's just gonna get bombed and die. And the rest of the team just dies around him. Paddie, what's going on?
What's going on is King's Crew got a very overzealous there and tried to like commit into them lower. They really just needed to play defensive, play the clock, sort of let them slow it down. I would have just let Dunk have second there in that situation if it were me playing, and I would say, all right, we're just going to slow them down a little on second. If they want second, they can have it because the clock is on our side. We can hold last. That's going to be a much harder push for them. But instead, King's Crew got overzealous. They thought it would be a better idea, I think, to maybe slow them down at the doorway of lower rather than slow them down as they back. And I think they just got so punished for it. Bull with a really nice bomb in there on a second that just did so much damage to everybody. And King's Crew just had no answer.
Yeah, so we see a complete reverse from the first round, where it was 3-0 to King's Crew. Now we see a 3-0 for Dunkmaster on these this last round, and the stats reflect it. Side Guy did not show up as much as he did in the first half, but Bull turned up, as well as Daffodil putting up some big numbers as well. That's what I'm seeing here, and then the kills from Pablo is keeping a minute as well. So that's a big thing I've seen here, as well as Bear dying 5 more times than Lol Guy. It's another thing that stands out to me.
Yeah, Bear has been getting caught out a lot. I'm not sure why that may be. Maybe miscommunication with his teammates. But I do notice him standing in these very awkward places where it's very easy for him to die. And I'm not sure why. Maybe there's a bit of tension on the King's Crew team. As when under stress, they do tend to sort of fall apart at the seams a little bit, from my experience. So that could be something that's at play here.
Yeah, you know what I'm seeing here is the heals on the side of Dunkmasters. You got Bull with 29%. You got who is this? You got Cap with 21%. Meanwhile, you got Psy Guy on the other side with 33% heals, 10,000 heals to his name. That's ridiculous. But Sandblast and Yoshi down at the bottom with the least amount of heals. It's hard. I think that's hard. It's hard to win a match when you have your scouts just not taking heals. You know, the cleanup kills just aren't going to be there. Yeah. And you can see that in the kills. You know, they have more kills on toward, not very many more, but, you know, Cap's taking those heals. He's walking forward, and he's doing the damage. But meanwhile, you know, Sandblast and Yoshi are looking for health packs because Sad Guy's got the vacuum cleaner over there, you know, picking up all the heals he can find.
Yeah, I would like to note, however, though, King's Crew did spend a lot of this half on their last, so that might play a role into the heal spread slightly, but not entirely. So, yeah, I mean, definitely, Psy's been taking a lot of solo Ubers, but the difficulty is offensive counter solo Ubers through tiny doorways where you can get juggled are not good. They're only good unless the other team is completely just sitting in that doorway unubered and ready to eat your rockets, which usually doesn't happen at this level.
Yeah, Sai trying to play 2012 TF2. He's still on Granary right now. He's like, "Where's my map, man? Yeah. Get me back to Gravel Pit." I don't know. It's just such a stark difference between the two halves. You know, Dunkmaster started winning mids off the back of Bull. You know, Bull's taking heals. I feel like Bull's playing with a little bit more, like, after they won that first round, he's playing with a little bit more like vigor. He's like, I'm walking forward, I'm doing the damage, I'm hitting my shots, I'm feeling good. And that's a big issue. You know, that's a big difference. You know, when your demo man's feeling himself, he's doing the damage, he's calling all these damage. I see a lot more of I don't know if people listening to him more. I don't know if people turned on their microphones, if they, you know, like, oh, maybe, you know what, we gave him the first half. This time we'll play in Mumble together, you know. I don't know. It looks like, you know, a lot more follow-up on his damage, and it's working out for him.
I think that Bull is just playing a lot more aggressive and sort of taking the game into his hands, you know. I think that's what's going on. I see King's Crew sort of put themselves into corners in team fights. They're so... As the round number started to go up from the side of Dunkmaster, they just more and more started to. It was like there's this timidness built up in them. Maybe one or two players on the team might be saying, "Guys, we're losing." You know, maybe they're changing their whole thing just because they're losing a couple rounds here and there. But that's never a good thing to do. Never change your style or gameplay just to adjust for a couple lost rounds. You know, try and pinpoint the issue. So But yeah, Dunk on the side of Dunk though, Bull is just really popping off. Quite frankly, he's hitting so much damage on mids. I mean, he's getting the better of Jarrett on these demo v demo mid fight, sticky trades. And frankly speaking, I mean, Cyan Trip's aggression is just not good on middles as well. I mean, when your King Screw holding lasts for as long as they are, eventually there's going to be a crack that's going to be exploited in your defense, and eventually you're going to lose unless you find a way to get out of last. And they could not find a way to get out of last. They just kept trading, taking these counter Ubers out into in a second, but again, there just wasn't enough like coordination or teamwork there. It just felt like Sai was trying to do everything there, and I mean, it's not called Team Fortress 2 for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, they never swapped off their combo of the engineer and the sniper. I mean, I hate to say it, but how are you gonna put to the engineer and the sniper? They're not the most mobile classes. You're not gonna be able to walk forward with your NG. So I don't know. We'll see. What are you looking for King Screw to pull us out in the Golden Cap?
I think King Screw needs to change their approach right now. Their gameplay style has been to sort of just sit around and wait for damage, but they're not getting any damage. I think Cyan Trip need to coordinate a play with the rest of their team, and they need to take control of the mid fight here going into it. They need to say, all right, Trip, you gotta make some space here for me, Sai, and I'm going to jump in, and we're going to do a double bomb. We're going to pick a target. We're going to get the med and demo, and our team's going to follow up. That's what I would be doing if I was them. I would be just changing the pace of the game. Be aggressive. They're playing way too defensive, and I don't even think that suits their style as a team.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I want to see Sai and Trip kill Bull as soon as possible on this mid. On the flip for Dunk Masters as we go into this next mid, keep Bull alive. Let Cap walk at people, and then we're gonna see. That's all I gotta say. That's all they need to do. All right, takes us mid, Paddie.
And here we go. This is the most important mid of the game, realistically speaking. No real damage trades from anybody. Trip on the top left there, posturing. Sandblast eating so much damage. He needs to calm it down. Trip going in deep, fading back. No real attempts from anybody here to commit on anything. Both teams are so scared of losing this round. And again, just Postal just fading back. Spam war. Yosh inching the top left. They need to find a target and commit on it. One of these teams' Fruit's so low, they should be getting aggro on that. Side jumping top left.
Side's gonna go behind.
Trip in deep from behind. Forces Law Guy. Almost a reversal of that one mid we watched where Bear got forced here. And full ad now from Bear. Wow, I didn't even see Trip get behind there. I guess he snuck in.
Yeah, he's
through their lines.
I can't believe they let him do that. He just jumped lower. They knew he was there. They just stayed in lower, and they were like, "Should we go back? Should we go forward?" And they ended up just getting caught in no man's land. And Jarrett just sat on the point and right clicked, left clicked, and just did so much damage. So good thing though is that Law Guy stayed alive, so he'd be able to try to build up this Uber, but it's not looking good. We see King Screw already pushing it lower here. Yoshi's gonna send a ball, miss, unfortunate. But they're pushing a huge bomb here from Side Guy. He's going to make some space here. They're so passive here on the side. Ooh, Bull's so low. Ooh, they almost dropped Bull even though they were so passive there. But Bull's going to hopefully stay alive here.
Oh, no. King Screw going in with the Uber, but Sign's clutching it out. Oh, my God. Jarrett, Sign, Sandblast go on like a 15% Uber advantage there. And just absolutely surprised Dunkmaster. And it's all falling apart for them. King Screw cleaning up every single kill here. Pablo the only guy left alive. And it looks like King Screw closed it out. That was a crazy Uber. I love that.
Dude, I can't believe Bull was standing still and he missed the boat. And they both died because of it. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Little guy, you gotta brush up on your metagame, G, my dude. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable at this level of play. You cannot miss your boat on your 20 health demo man while holding last. I did not build up your because you missed the boat, then you pull your bows again to try and hit him, and you're not building Uber.
Law Guy getting called out here on stream, but that mid was so just. I mean, both teams seemed so out of their comfort zone, so timid, so afraid. It was like watching Baby 7 on both sides of the map there on Snake mid there. Neither team really wanted to commit on anything unless it won them. But again, Trip, just the lone roamer there. I mean, say what you will about whatever his sacks might be, but that bomb there, getting the force is what set King's Crew up. And Dunk just sort of sat back on second, didn't really defend it, and they just let King's Crew go further and further with their ad. And I mean, Sandblast and Sai are always going to take that Uber every day of the week in the last. They see them leave top left, so they drop down to lower. They're going for the cutoff. And I mean, what can you do? Sai, invincibility, but guess what this time for Sai? He had a scout and a demo with him. Those Ubers, finally, he had somebody with him, and they just absolutely obliterated Bull and Lol Guy there, and that was kind of all she wrote.
Yeah, that was that was a really well executed push from King's Crew. You know, it helped that I mean, nobody on Dunk Master was watching lower. I don't want to say any names, but you know, you gotta know that they're pushing it. But again, yeah, like you're saying, perfectly executed mid, perfectly executed last push. You love to see it. Finally got some good TF2.
Yeah, that was honestly an exciting match.
Really
I did not expect that at all from... I figured one way or the other, one team was kind of going to get rolled through here. But
did you say it's exciting? We timed out, Paddie. we had a round reset. What do you mean?
It was just... I'm just baffled. That was really exciting to watch, honestly. I mean, to see that, just the absolute DM. I mean, when you have players like Sai, Bull, and you got Yosh in the mix here as well, and even from Dunk Masters, you got Pablo, who whipped out a lot of DM plays as well. When you have players like that, just DM powerhouses that can sort of just turn the game around with a few really sick shots, I mean, it's always going to be an entertaining treat to watch, I think.
Oh yeah. All these guys are nuts. But like you said, you know, I think there was a little bit DM edge here for King's Crew, and it kind of did show up toward the end of the game once they started getting their coordination together. Lucy, do we have the combined logs? We can take a quick peek at those. Let's see. Let me take a look at these real quick. Who got them? How many heals? I want to see how many heals Sai Guy got. What are we thinking? Are we thinking north of? Did he hit 20,000 heals? That's what I want to know. 18. He was close. 30% heals on the soldier pocket in 2020. Paddie, how does that make you feel?
I mean, that's Sai Guy tank for you. I mean, what else is there to say? That's the way he plays. How I feel about it, I mean, at the end of the day, I've never been too picky about heal percentages. Being a high heal pocket myself, I will say, it always pleases me to see some beamage on a soldier.
You love to see it.
I do love seeing it, but at the end of the day, what matters is closing out the rounds.
Yeah, definitely. What else are we looking at? Cap got a lot of heals, as well as Bulb. Those are two topping out. You know, I mean, they were doing well. They were walking forward together. You know, I thought toward the second half of that match, especially, there's a lot more coordination from Dunk Masters, and you know, I think the season's gonna be a little rough for them. But after watching that match, you know, where they showed what they could do. You know, I hope they stay together because they have a lot of potential.
Yeah, I see moments of promise here. I mean, Bull is definitely like a strong up-and-coming player in the invite scene for sure as a demo, and I think with even more time to grow in invite, I mean, he could be really, really big. And he's playing against a lot of vets right now, people who have really been around for a while if you look at the names on King's Crew.
Yeah, so, these guys have been there and done that.
They're definitely a team with a lot of potential to look out for. Yeah,
of course. This stands out to me right now is that Yosh bottom healed by 3,000 heals and then top fragged by almost 10 frags. That kid is nuts, dude.
That's the Yosh special for you, man. That's the Yosh special. He's a sneaky little player. He gets in through little nooks and crannies, and when you least expect it, bam, he's right up in you. Two-shot you.
How does he top frag and also get the most capture points? What is he doing? This guy's just playing TF2 like he's a psychopath. That's all I gotta say.
He's on another level. He's on another level. That's for sure. Yosh is always an impressive player. I mean, all of these players, I mean, they all sort of had their moments here and there, I would say. In terms of players that maybe left a lot to be desired, I feel like I didn't see too much from the roamers of either team in terms of big plays. There was that one air shot, though, from Daff that was just really, really nuts to see. That was
Yeah, I know.
really sick play.
It was
but,
nice that we got to see it, right, Paddie?
yeah,
We got to
it
watch
was
it
very nice
happen.
that we did get to see it.
Yeah,
Man, that's something
I
we can
wish.
talk about, maybe a couple years from now, sitting over some beer, but, I think there's somebody who might not be able to relate to that. But, it was a good match all around. Super intense, super back and forth, and I'm glad I got to cast it. I mean, that was just incredible to watch, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how both these teams go into the future going forward. And this is an important win for King's Crew. Bear that in mind. This is an important win for them and closing out the rounds like they did, because they are potentially still in the playoff running. I haven't done the calculations myself, but if they had lost this, I think it might have been all she wrote.
Yeah, with how it's a win for them, but at the same time they gave up 3 rounds. So they're only going to get 2 points off of this fixture, as opposed to the 3 that they could have gotten. That could be a big deal. You never know, especially when it comes down to points of a point. Is that how it works? I don't know, but they're looking good. They're sitting pretty. Let's take a look at the league table really quick. They're just outside of the top 4, which you need to be in to make the playoffs, right underneath High Five Demo, but that's a pretty large gap, about 2.75 points out of 4th place. We got Furry Tech up at the top with 15.75, followed by 100 Beast with 13.25, and then RGL with 10, and High Five Demo right behind them as well. So they're gonna have to beat some of these low playoff teams, RGL and High Five Demo Man, to really boost their way up. And then they cannot lose to anybody beneath them. They beat Dunkmasters, they need to beat Mad Lux, and they need to beat Australian Charmers for the rest of the season in order to stay in contention.
Yeah, big match for them next week. King's Crew in particular, fighting against Rat Jail, though. That's gonna be a very, very important match.
Yeah, at the same time, any of these other teams could play spoiler to these teams above them. Rat Jail and High Five Demoman mainly. They don't need to necessarily win out, but they need to not drop 3 points and get 0 to any of these other teams beneath them if they want to stay in it. But I'm looking at it, it could be anyone's game with King's Crew after they played how they played today. It was looking good for him.
Yeah, real big toss-up. It's always hard to say whether, it's a King's Crew beef or a Dunkmasters beast, You never know sometimes. But I do think Dunk did bring it. I think Dunk played particularly well tonight, and I think they did bring it. King's Crew just definitely got thrown off their comfort zone, and that's why we had the sick game that we had tonight.
Oh yeah, that was a fun game. I'm glad I got to be a part of that. I feel like I've been lucky. I got to cast some of the more exciting games this season. So looking for this season at Invite is looking probably one of the better seasons we've had in a minute. I'm excited. I'm having fun.
Yeah, I really am looking forward to things going into the future in terms of the matches. Froyo had that one upset, but we'll see if that is something that'll continue. Froyo does always tend to recover from those pretty quickly. But yeah, it was great tonight, and it's been a pleasure casting with you tonight, xattuu, and with Luster on production here. Thanks a lot, man, and I think we will be signing off.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure once again, you guys. Thanks for coming out. I'll hopefully be seeing you guys again soon. Thank you for having me, Paddie, and thank you as well to you, Luster.